You are watching Liberty Online TV.
Mina Dr. Tonya Musa, Mina lecturer, communications and media experts. I dey watch the Liberty TV online and tell you say na the best platform for get credible, accurate and reliable information all the time. Make am you paddy so that you no go miss any opportunity for true information.
Hello everybody. My name is Phoebe Answell, broadcast journalist, actress and filmmaker. Liberty Online TV. I don't call it fine, but it's not just what's in it look like inside. It's the content when they bring to the public. I encourage we all subscribe to Liberty Online TV. Subscribe to them, page them on Facebook, on YouTube, all their social media platforms. And on YouTube, also click on the notification bell so that anytime we come online, it will help you follow what's in it. Liberty Online TV, all day, every day.
Hello, Sierra Leoneans. This now our favorite film director, Martin Success. I dey here today at Liberty TV. I dey encourage every Sierra Leonean to go online and follow this page. Now, a very wonderful platform we can for take Sierra Leone entertainment and every other sector to a different level. So please go online, YouTube, Facebook, go click Liberty Online TV and make sure you turn on the notification button so anytime they come online, you will get them as they get the best. Thank you very much.
Mina Nasu Fofana, Mina the founder of Susu Chili Coconut Oil, Susu Pemahu, Susu Women's Finance, and Susu Everything. Watch Liberty Online TV. Now all the social media platform them. Follow them for the latest news now we country and for how they also support woman businesses then because we're not business woman then.
Me na Juliana Sise, the managing director of Leo Wasos Company Limited, and me na businesswoman. Follow Liberty TV now all the social media platform them. Forget the latest news and forget news about woman business name.
Me see them. Liberty TV, na the watch am. Liberty TV, all TV na the watch am. Number one, thank you. God bless you.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange.
Good morning and welcome to the Breakfast Show where they come to you live from Liberty Online TV, now Facebook, YouTube and also now our website where they powered by Orange Sierra Leone. We will bring the program come to you this morning. My name is Khadija Bangura.
And me na Mabel Kaba. Good morning. Today na Tuesday, March 5, and inside this edition of the Breakfast Show, where they can go na the latest updates, na the saga between the Ministry of Technical and Higher Education and that of the University of Sierra Leone. Also, we see the University of Sierra Leone, the ASA, where na the Academic Staff Association, then currently they on industrial strike. Also, we see they don't lay them tools them down. Waiting at the latest updates, you gonna know inside the breakfast show this morning.
Well, for can't tell, we're waiting at the reason them behind the as a strike as of last week. Then been pull notice a effective March 1st this year. All the lecturer then at the different university, they will make up of the University of Sierra Leone, then go lay down them tools them and serve other university them all over the country. Waiting lead to this strike action. We make lecturer them, they don't put down them tools them and they not agree for go teach again at the university. You go know inside the program. You say for the watch we send we your message on the comment section. Now any of the platform the way they watch we this morning, or you can as well text we through we official number when 074 200 545 074 200 545 na the number for send you message. This and other story them then at the program for you this morning. Remember say we go also get update from the residual special court for Salon, then legacy conference where they just all outside them bring people them all over the country for can't talk about some of the legacy them way the special court na Salon be left after where then be dissolved this court inside 2013 and then be set up the residual special court way for oversee and continue the legal actions them where the special court for Salon be don't take. All of that's inside the program for you this morning.
All right, so they continue with the breakfast show and we go first na court. Outside the number 8 witness inside the Treason trial before Justice Comeback Commander na High Court number 1, where na Issa Kamara been read his number 2 accused in statements na court. Also it talk say na Soriba Kamara tell him for kill the 8 accused by Mahmoud Bangura because he betrayed them. Well, for let we know the updates on this particular case, we got reporter Ramatu Kamara go reports.
Monday, March 4 this year, the number 8 witness inside the Treason trial, Issa Kamara, been go read the number 2 accused, Mohamed Jallo, in statement before Justice Comeback Commander na High Court number 1. During the trial, the state prosecutor, AJM Bokari, called the witness, Issa Kamara, and asked him if he remember the statements for the second accused, Mohamed Jallo, and if he wants let the court see him. The witness replied, say yes. When he starts for read the statement, a talk say, then tell the accused say, then go ask him some questions them if he go answer. He reply to them say yes. They ask him again say, when he starts for work, na the army. The accused answer say 1999. And the training pass out na the same year. The witness continue say, the accused talk say he left for work without leave. And they ask him waiting at the reason we make he left. The accused talk say, he be one travel go Germany. They ask him again say, waiting at the process if military person left the army. The accused reply say, they for return all the military items then at the army back. But then tell him say, then go put on to him say, he not ever do that. The accused reply say, he not get nothing for say but that. Then tell him back say, he be free till November 25 last year. He answer say yes. He be Jaro Taris Kisi Freeton. They ask him, what he go do the? He answer say, he be go power married. And after the married, na he lost. They ask him again say, oh that invite him and talk say, na impadi we name Lamzo. Then put on to back say, after the married, na they go join in company them for process the mission. He reply say, sometime back inside March, plan be there for overthrow the government and continue say, Sergeant Alhaji Kowoma be call him and tell him about the talk where he and Koita get for the plan where they make and ask him if he could join them. The accused say, he asked Sergeant Alhaji waiting go be in protection and he want for talk to any of the officer them were involved. Sergeant Alhaji tell him say, let him go Cambia so he go able to see them. After for some months, he received money when at 2,300,000 old loans. And Alhaji tell him say, na Koita send the money for transport. And that same day, na he travel go Cambia. He see Captain Toure, Koita, Captain Mara, and Sergeant Alhaji. Koita tell him say, he wants let he do mission for him, when for overthrow the government, liberate the army and the civilian them. And the meeting, now one could not farm them be get him. Now one village, where they near Cambia. He continue say, after that, he remember say, this thing where he want do, no right, because he not also German again, and he remember the civil war be happen. And Koita assure him say, officer them involved by the plan, but he still persist say he need proof. So, he say Koita pull one computer and show him, and he tell him say, he wants for see written document. So, Koita pull one paper where he be get inside him bag, and tell him say, the Chief of Defense, Staff Lieutenant Colonel Pique Lavaun, and other senior officers themselves involved. And continue say, Koita tell him say, the former Deputy Minister of Internal Affairs, Lahai Lawrence Lima, in himself did not the list. After the meeting, he returned a Freeton, and during that same day, by Mahmoud Bangura, where began place, get suspicious of him and ask him for left in house, and no one's problem. He said he packed some of his things them, but he can go there at times where by Mahmoud knocking in a house. The accused continue say, then get Boku meeting with W.O. Captain Jallo, Sergeant Alhaji and other one them. He say, all the member them where in Sabi, go to one man when a participate for perform ritual. And continue say, they agree say, then for go na Makeni for go take the material them to participate. And on the way, so Riba and Ledabut tell them say, for go killed by Mahmoud Bangura because he betrayed them. But he tell them say, he not go do that because by Mahmoud don't help him Boku one. But they insist say, he for kill him. So he say, okay, but only when they don't done the operation. The accused continue say, December 26 last year, 1 o'clock in the morning, when they then position them, W.O. talk to her and say, they for go kill by Mahmoud Bangura now. But in confused and say, if they left now for go kill him, it will affect the mission. W.O. go meet him back say, let him go na the entrance na Wilberforce barracks, na the main road for go pick one black jeep. Where him go na the side the jeep park, a city officer them day. And quit herself been there na the 5 Basalem entrance. After that, Captain Jallo come down the jeep and tell the 2 guard man they will be there at the gates, let them give him a phone. When they give him a phone, he point gun pan them and shooting starts. And immediate inside jeep. In continue say, one party soldier man they where them go, kill one military personnel, where later I know say na Captain Monde. He come down and tell them say, that's not a them plan for kill person. Where he go na the arms door, he go tell Sergeant American say, let them escape. But he not agree. W.O. read them and point gun param. And he no be get gun for defend himself. And he not say, and let them scatter RPG pa them. Where W.O. pull the attention param, he escape and claim one compound, also insist some of his soldier man them were involved. Where they reach Natembeton, he escape. And when he escape, he go and meet up soldier man them where they hold him, but he escape back. He see one bike man and tell him say, let he enter in bike and go give him 100 leons. He used bypass road them, and when he reach na Urugu bridge, he return the bike and also give the bike man the money where he be promise him. And continue say, he meets some of him company in a bush and then try for kill him, but they're not able. Where he escape midnight, he call one Elias Pele, ready to buy Mahmoud. For let him open for him. Where Pele open the gates for him, he go na in room and tell Pele say, let him not tell by Mahmoud say in the na house. He put his phone off and lock him safe. And later back, where him put him phone on, he reach na regent, na the girlfriend call him and tell him say, policeman then they look for him, make him run away. He talk say, he not go do that. He continue say, he come on I don't for go see the junction. And where he reach na Obama junction, he see group of police officer them. So he wave to them for draw their attention. Where they call him, he go there and go meet them and also hand over himself. And the policeman and tell him say, he hide in company, let him go show him outside and day. When they reach to buy Mahmoud Bangura, they search the whole house, but not see nothing where go interest the policeman except the 2 military uniforms where they see there. The defense lawyer them say, they go cross-examine the witness Wednesday, March 6 this year. The state prosecutor them na AJM Bokari, OI Kanu, YICC and other one them. And SEF, the defense lawyer them na SA Conte, F. Mansare, MJ Kamara, AA Bangura and other one them. For Liberty Online TV, Gamato Kamara, the report.
All right, we continue with the breakfast show, and that's now reports we come out from court now the ongoing treason trial. Continue for listening to Liberty Online TV as they bring on an extensive coverage, but waiting they happen during the treason trial where they carry on now in a court. We continue with the breakfast show, and today we tell una say we can look at the strike action where the lecturer them where they part of the Academic Staff Association at different university them they are now as them been pulled a notice where then sent to the Ministry of Technical and Higher Education. Also they inform them say effective March 1st this year. Then they lay down tools as then they go on industrial strike. Well, from that end to now, waiting to happen at the studio this morning. I want to welcome the president for the Academic Staff Association, Wena Asa, a name na Dr. Abdulke Bawa. Good morning, Doc, and welcome to the breakfast show.
Good morning, Khadija.
All right, let we look back to waiting lead to this particular action, because if you hear say lecturer and they on strike na any community, na any country, na a cause for concern. But there must be something will lead to this particular strike action. Take viewers then back as to Usai, all of this start for Lona reach to the point say una they lay down tools.
Thank you very much for the invitation. The issue not starts one day. It don't start for quite some time, where the economic situation begin for hit everybody within the country. So we thought and fit say as a body, let we sit down and look at within the affect we as part of welfare. So we look at them, we see say the inflation are one where they actually affect with welfare. So we look at the rate of inflation and work out and see say the rate of inflation that almost reach 60%. So we take that rate of inflation, we call all the other colleagues them. We said this is the situation, what we go do? They say let we approach the government for see that at least let it do something for able bring to standard the living of these people where they deliver knowledge. We meet and begin for engage. In addition to this inflation, they promote every year universities they keep promote lecturers then we don't work very hard, we don't submit the papers them, we don't go through performance appraiser for let them promote them from one level to another. So when they promote them, we expect say then go pay them the new salary scale to that level where they don't reach. But we notice say from 2020, all the one way they be done they promote, they not be they pay nobody in new salary. So they get the letters there. The ministry they don't inform the ministry, they don't call for the list, who don't submit the list, but they know they pay them. So we say, okay, let's put all of this together, then we'll bring them to the attention of the government. Universities then they would they be done form, would they be there as polytechnics. The polytechnics will then transfer to universities. The people that will be the work there, they consider and say, if you get for day at the university, they get for pay you off, then they put certain conditions for let you qualify for can day at the university. So that pay will then they pay them off, what they call an severance benefit. What you be done they do, the service will be done they render where they in a polytechnic. So all that calculation they need for them, they pay them off. So would that one for continuing at the new university now, it can continue. Would that no one continue where they don't pay you, you can go sit down, you do other thing beneficial to your own life. So all of this, nothing will be done sit down, we don't put in place. We engage the ministry, we engage the courts. So these are now we concerns them. Because the courts, neither the employing authority. We'll bring that to the attention of the court. The court say, okay, this is reasonable. We'll now present that to the ministry. We'll present that to the ministry. We engage them several times to the point sometime last year, we're gonna bow. Unfortunately, may not be there, be there medical. Then go bow. They agree, say, by January this year, the one day where then they would be there from that polytech where they don't say the benefits they will begin give them. The one day where they don't promote, at least they will begin give them the new salary scale and the backlog where they were outstanding from the time where they promote them, they will begin give them small, so that by the end of March they will don't pay off everybody in backlog. This now be the arrangement. We'll get Nabu. When we come back, we still engage on the 58%. This 58%, we look at the conditions of service whether we don't approve. We get issue with rent. We know they get better rent. We know they get better medical. So we put out to them say, the medical what they get is nothing to write to them about. So one level increase them to 15%. They say they're not going to increase them by 15% because right now government not get money. So for level cool the situation, they say we'll now go sit down with court and arrange Even if we not give the 15%, but let's start somewhere. If the universities, then we'll get some money. We come back to the university, the rental, the medical, we sit down, we discuss, we agree. Say, by end of February, then we'll give you certain amount as medical, certain amount as rent. Maybe probably 15% medical, 15% as rent. Then they make medical 250. The medical will be 63 leons. Lord, will be very honest. Will be 63 leons. So we sit down, we agree. They make and say, okay, they will give 250. So now, when it comes to this 58%, they say government don't get money. Law they negotiate. So we'll not be come to one agreement because we'll go twice in the family kingdom with the Ministry of Education and the Ministry of Finance. They say law engage with the courts. The decision with the courts can with law bring them to them. We'll go to the court. They say they not get money, not to then now they employee, but the paying authority now the government. So we need for engage the government. So we say okay, if we not able to get headway, let us come to these severance benefits, the promotions there, the medical and this rent. Which then una they pay? They say they go pay February 29. Now we say okay, una be don't promise for pay this money. This February we pass. Una be don't promise for pay this money. We don't say would they go on, would they withhold with services if we not pay this money. We don't give a notice for us from September. The notice will don't end in November. So when it comes to November, they big, they say the economy, would they try for make budget and whatever. So law agree say the new year, financial year, they start in January. So law wait until end of February. That time they will don't put everything in place.
So Doc, this explanation where you don't give as to the reason we make the Academic Staff Association the strike not get anything for do with the outstanding saga between the ministry and the university?
No. This arrangement will be done day. Agreement will be done day. Letter day to the effect say, come February 29, if they're not giving the rents, they're not give them medical, they're not pay the severance benefits, they not add people their salary to the new scale and pay them their backlog, would they sit down, would they withhold with services? The agreement, the paper, the letter day to the effect. This don't get nothing to do with university, their own problem. USL, their own problem.
I tell you, say, for let you really say, certain staff them, especially we can with lecturer them, say then they on strike. Now a cause for concern. And normally some of them strike action there, so other people in Kiridan different ways say maybe na sabotage on the government, on us lecturer them want for do. How genuine this on a particular strike action, because a lot of underlying issues then at the university where you self not go shy away from.
Yeah, the underlying issues then they, but what you they talk about here now welfare, something we hinge on we own survivor. You know, in as much as with the lecture we say we get for survive. And what did they make with they survive? Now some of these small things they get. You know, you go agree with me, say, so until 2021, if they pay me 12 million, 2023 now not even talk about 2024. That 12 million not go able to buy the same thing we be they buy in 2021 when it comes to 2023. So that inflation, you know, the light bill, you know, it is skyrockets. The transport not for talk, the fuel not for talk, and you know say we not even get fuel as lecturers. We don't give fuel, we not get any other benefit. Now this we almighty salary no more.
But then same condition there, Dr. Power. Then same condition there where you highlight say on another get even on a rent allowance no better. You just make mention say medical na 63,000 on a be the get all of this. Na aim una be don dey endure, una dey bear, una dey na the university. The question is, why now una decide for lay down na tools?
Because with all this endure, will be the engage. We don't bring this to the attention of the authorities, then the court and the government. When I the paying authority, this and the thing the way they affect we. Una one level sit down, level solve them. We sit down, we engage. We talk with them. They self understand the situation. They say, okay, for now, this is now 2023. We come to an end of the financial year. So what you want for una do? Una give it time. Una patience more. Let us find some money. Come January, when the financial year they start, we go attend to una. So this nothing where you know the kind of institution where we do anything no more we they solve in a very peaceful way and constructive way. Now it make the whole meetings them and not to USL no more. The whole public institutions now will be the whole meetings then with the ministry and the Ministry of Finance and the university, various university courts say now this we want. So let us sit down and agree. If we not get the money now, when we go really get this money, then they say okay, we now wait. February ending, we will get this money we will start for pay this money.
So when February ending come, when are that dates will be to look forward to? Waiting government tell una.
Now, before even that date they reach, we'll get a meeting back with the ministry. We don't set this date. Say we withhold with services. We let it strike. Now we told we withhold with services. Then we don't see say January done. Nobody not say nothing. So we assume say everything is on course. But let we assumption not lead we into something it can dampen with expectations. So waiting at the way forward, waiting at the progress we not don't make. So we engage. The ministry give update. Say no, well, they don't engage with the Ministry of Finance. The Ministry of Finance get for pay the SLG outstanding where they owe to the universities then, and the money then they owe to the universities then they pay to the university, then the university now go pay this money that they talk about. Now we say, but when I don't let sit down, this time here will be done put. It don't almost late. They say no worry no more. They go do them within 1 week. It will happen. We are peaceful people then. We get the responsibility to the nation. So when they say, wait, we still continue for wait too. Until this time we will be done agree on a reach. Because what they do now at the last minute, they come with paper then. This paper then where they come with, they send a letter for say that they send money to the various universities then for let them pay. But you now don't get agreement on the for let it be say by the 29th, therefore don't pay the money. Then you come with letter on the 22nd or the 23rd. So practically, say it's not possible. Why they not be done do them long in January or early part of February, so that by the time we February they done, at least if the money be done to the universities then now, the modalities how they pay enough for don't lead us to this.
Doc, this decision, although you say una not a strike, una just withhold una services. So this decision for let una decide say una they withhold una services, lay down una tools them. Now unanimous decision. I ask this question because the saga where they go on now between the University of Sierra Leone and that of the Ministry of Tertiary and Higher Education, it clearly exposed the divide where they between una and the university. So now everybody, now all lecturer join this decision.
This not a decision will even come from USL. Okay? We get a union of academic staff associations which consist of all public universities in this country. We get executive, now they meet and take decision. Now they meet and engage with the necessary authorities then. Before we come to this, we don't meet. Even before we come to this, we still go meet back democratically. Gentlemen, we don't reach to this level now. These people that we don't say that they pay. But we not see this payment. Now later we don't say that they pay. For say I don't pay, for say I get for pay, now two different things. So what will they do? They will all decide back, say, look, if they say that they pay this time round, they don't talk say that they pay, will not see this pay. So if they say that they pay, wait till until these payments come. If the payment come tomorrow, people that they begin work back. So all universities, when are public universities across this nation, will all they withhold with services, this so-called money where they say that they give the university there for let them pay different people, then they benefit them, then they pay them, will return back to normalcy.
Where the notice come out say effective March 1st, when they withhold on our services them, press releases then come out from Frabe College, from Commerce, and other one them. But other institution them where you they say they part of this decision, they are yet for full release and inform.
Yes, to tell you not see them, they all on pool. All the ETU, Eastern Technical University in Akenima, they don't pull press release. Jala University don't pull press release. Mitimagai don't pull press release. EBK and Esbai University, they don't pull press release. Freetown Polytech, a public institution, they don't pull press release. USL don't pull press release. So which university, when a public university, when not pull press release it? You know they.
How about IPAM? Because
IPAM not a university on the own, but they say don't pull press release. IPAM not a constituent college under University of Sierra Leone. So if University of Sierra Leone not pull press release, say the institution they withhold in services, IPAM is part of it because not a university on the own. Now a constituent college of the University of Sierra Leone. So these are public universities across the country, not a one-man show. We're not doing it in isolation. Now we all get this agreement. Now we all decide to take this decision. So it's right across the country. If you go Kenima now, nobody need go to class.
So based on the conversations that one don't get with the ministry, on a thing say then they treat on an issue with the seriousness where it deserve?
Well, it left to how you pick somebody, you go see him.
How do you see him as the president for ASA?
Because this the matter will be done resolved for this payment since September last year. If there be success, money no day for me talk for pay from that time day to December, then they say, Lord, wait. They will wait. We they expect say between that time day and this February, so to speak, therefore don't solve some of this problem. We don't don't reach this level. But at the level of seriousness whether they take we now ain't go make the do or they not do. So how serious that they take we it left to them. We own business because we said they take we own business seriously. Now it make we say let we wait until they pay we. If they don't take us seriously, then it's not to your problem.
All right, viewers, in case you just tune in, the program with you watch that the breakfast show. They come to you live from Liberty Online TV, na Facebook, YouTube, and also now we websites where they powered by Orange Sierra Leone. This morning we look inside the strike action where lecturer them now all the university them na the country they on now because they say they not get the money it's where the ministry and that of government been promised for give them February 29th this year and the term don't pass and that make them decide for lay down them tools and withhold them service system. And at the studio this morning we sit down with the president for the Academic Staff Association at the University of Salon and named Dr. Abdul K. Bawa. They talk to we about some of the reasons them will lead to this decision where they don't take now. When they come back to you, Dr. Bawa, you just make mention, say, during the negotiations the one don't get with the Ministry of Tertiary and Higher Education and that of the Ministry of Finance. Then they talk to una say governments not get money yet. And even aside on our issue, several times people on the governments they say they not get money. A lot of issues then they weigh na immediate issues they need for deal with. You think say genuinely now money government not get or they not just care about una the lecturer there?
Well, I'm not going to speak for them. If they get money, now they go no say they get money. If they not get money, now they go tell you say they not get. Me not going to speak for them. We own reason. We make constructive engagement. Constructive engagement involve bringing to the table waiting that you concerns them, negotiating on over them concerns them, getting to agreement over them concerns them. It reach down to the stage for implement. The person in getting your own timeline, again your own source of getting your own resources. If they don't talk say, this agreement we don't reach, now so time we go honor them. If we be say we not agree that time, they will say we're very unreasonable. We not show understanding. We not this, we not that. So, as human beings, as part of this country, as citizens of this nation, we say very reasonable. When they say they not get money at that time, we say, no, wait. The time when they say they will get the money, now that time they will be done rich. Not to we say, oh.
But true, Doc, you think say government's going to pay una all that backlog they will own so? Before una go to classroom back?
The team will be say na negotiate to they negotiate for let them pay people their backlog. Somebody don't work for money. You understand? Now entitlement. When they promote people then civil service, they need pay them.
Because the reason why they ask now, we know say sessions and we don't start, lectures and we don't start, students and they expect exams, some man don't pay a fee. Where then they not any issue if government not pay lecturer. Now all things they go behind back because they on strike.
Well, the issue here is not to we say we strike because we want for strike. Now agreement we get. If somebody go against the agreement we don't sign, this now be bargaining something. We don't agree. Say if you not pay me, now this how they do. You say no worry no more. I go pay you. Why not pay you? Go do that. Now we don't agree on. So we know say people that don't pay fees. We know say people that they go class. But at the same time, we say get for survive. Now we also they contribute to them picking whether they go to class. So now we they pay them fees. Now we they pay their lunch. Now we they pay their transport. So if we not get nothing, they not get for go class.
So Dr. Bawa, as a president, the term where una sidom, you colleague them for really know waiting next una they do after the 29th of February, we una not get this money una be they expect. How una consider the student them inside this decision? Because as of now, for Abbey College and other universities, they're supposed for begin exams the 11th of March, and now una don't lay down on our tools them. Una say the 8th of March. If una know hear anything, I will come back to the public with another statement. We're going to inform them waiting will be the next step.
No, that step no they will continue.
All right. So the student them
we consider them. And don't forget say we serve my parents them. We consider everybody, every player. Naime could not be strike in November. This strike will not take place in November. But because that time they wrap up the academic year, we don't want any problem for affect the student then, the parents they don't pay them money, we need for mark papers. Someone be don't say the time where we go for a meeting for now even postpone the strike. You understand? They almost beat me up. They say because we don't agree say come November 12 we for strike. Then me go back and can't talk say we don't go engage with the ministry. They don't faithfully promise say they will pay we by February. So let's wait till February. They almost beat me at the hall. Now I escape commodity. So then people then they say once we don't go into agreements, they self get welfare. Just like any other person. They say now family members there. They get for take care of their families there. There's much more money away than they get. Now they self they take care. You don't promote somebody from 2020. Lord save for God's sake. It's supposed to get this money they all they talk. Not just in a boku money. So tell they pay some man 2 million where they promote and at 2,200,000. That 200 it make a difference now in life. But it don't take you now 2 years you know get under into 200. How you expect that for self make a difference now in life? So not to say as you don't overnight, so we will not consider students, we will not consider parents, we consider everybody. So that tension will be there, that November, we will be done escape. This time round, the ministry talk to me, say, no, dear, una wait, will they pay this money back? If
so no other option will be the personal.
No, because if they don't miss for beats me, but just changing date on the 12th to the February, how many go back to them people and say, Brad, you are on a low wait, this government don't get money, they don't promise we this, that, they will say, well, they don't give money. So now make you, they can't talk to we back. So sometimes you get a option for deal with situation as a leader. But they reach a point where you know go past that limit day. You just get for go by waiting the majority want.
So
and the will of the majority was for let them wait.
From the 1st of March, where una start this on a strike action to now, una don't hear from the ministry?
We don't give any letters.
So nobody not talk to us?
Nobody, me not get any official correspondence, neither any call for say, okay, will they call a meeting, law council down, will look at the situation.
Already?
Sometimes then they go ahead with the process of paying. Because the bottom line here is, now money, now people they look at for say they don't pay. Sometimes they say, okay, we don't need for talk to them, law just pay the money and solve the problem. Sometimes that approach that they take. Sometimes they go call you back, say, okay, we not able to pay this money now, so we now wait for so time. Sometimes I know they talk with
but today na day 5, when I don't see any signal.
Me not see signal to. Me not see any sign for say anything they happen. But I know they are Minister of Finance, so I don't know which they go on.
Dr. Bawa, already there is a stalemate between owner and the ministry, especially you. I say especially you because you not be one person who been day out in the media. They talk about the ills, the way you feel say the ministry they do. They want for bend the law. They want for set bad precedents for the university. You come out, use the media for call out the minister, especially. So if there issues are all they happen, we not think say now that ongoing stalemate they affect una. We make them able to call on up and talk to una say una cancel this strike action, una give it them with the fair money for pay una.
Well, me not feel say it get much connection. You see, one thing about life is in this country, as citizens of this country, we get for be patriotic. If we like we country, we get for stand out for sure say with this now responsibility. If we get responsibility to this state, now for comply with the rules of the state. All what me they ask for, and the rest of citizens of this country, if there is a law, just go by the law. Not to say now anything against anybody, because I might not be there tomorrow. But if you set bad precedent now, it will affect somebody who is completely innocent. We not go be anything. So that incident day, if I tell the ministry say, do ya una go by the rules of the game. You know, they get rules of engagement in anything. Una go by the rules them where they govern the military, the university. The university not a department under ministry. If not be a department, the policy that they make. But this not a department. Now a whole institution by its own, like make them create in your act. So if I demand say, if you don't go against the act, I say go and go back to the drawing board and go by the act. And if you say I don't do bad, I just do me own advocacy as a citizen of this nation. And because I left my country, I don't want to let other people that outside of my country look at we say, then people they need to do the right thing. Okay. Now that didn't be my own issue. But when it comes to this welfare, this not welfare, this not get nothing for do with violation of University Act, it not get nothing for do with appointments, it not get nothing. What me they get as individual, as my own welfare, and this is not the inside no act.
Okay.
That means entitlement, and other people their own entitlement we talk about here.
All right.
So within their own limit and their own rights as citizens, if they're entitled for promotion, we don't promote them, the need for be paid, we get for pay their own. This not the nothing for do with University of Sierra Leone business.
All right. Continue for the with you the program. In case you just tune in, that now Dr. Abdulke Bawa, the president for the Academic Staff Association at the University of Sierra Leone. Earlier this morning, they talk about the ongoing strike action where they are now. All the lecturers them at the public university there all over the country don't lay down them tools because of money where they say government supposed for pay them February 29th this year where they not able for pay them. And according to them, the strike will continue if they're not hearing from government. And the first letter them been pulled, they say from the 1st to the 8th of March, 9 then the strike. But it just confirmed at the studio this morning, say they're ready for continue if they're not getting cop for them.
Well, as we continue the breakfast show, we all know say anytime we lecturer then can decide to say they want for strike for any issue, the one the way they get affected greatly. Now the students them, now the different campus them all over the country. Well, as this strike action they carry on, Liberty Online TV been decided for go talk to some students in Afrobe College, University of Sierra Leone, for not waiting anything but this particular strike action as them they expect say this March 11th them for don't start the exam them. But now the lecturers them they on strike. Let we see the views of the students them in Afrobe College as we reporter David Yankesi Bingo Day.
We postpone the exam, so a good much time for long back. For we go over with say the after we teach we follow either. But like in other way, not fine because of how we pay the lecturer, they will get courage for teach we fine. But as they hold on to the money and they pay the so then they see us for lecture they cancel class, so you understand with the car, with the laptop man they teach we. But like still that one two class they go take care. Yes. Now manage more, but no say baby not easy up here. Manage stress.
Really I feel unfortunate because this morning we I look now before the class kept the try for we say there will be no class today. I feel unfortunate because as a new student, I just gained admission this year. So like I expect a lot because we need for exhaustive syllabus now. But where can I read this news? I feel disappointed. I plead to both the two institutions, that the administration and the government, because at the lecturer they strike now. So the government, let them try for see to the lecturers the needs, let them try for put things in place. At least let the lecturer they come on board back for try for the lecture we. And the administration also let them try for see to the concern of the concerns of the lecturers. Then if you now let them try for coming to agreement, let them try for see to the needs.
We not really feel good because some of we come off far distances just for come take lectures and the exam and all, and some of we done the study all this while for just come and take the exam. So if they say they don't cancel the exam, that not go good down well to it, because if we're not able to take the exams now or the test is now, tomorrow they get for draw questions within the syllabus like where we self now go off with, because they don't get the course outlines them, and there are things them where they not even lecture with it. So if they cancel the test or the exams, they not go good down well to it, and because that go even lead to some massive failures, because they not go one know who side they don't, if they don't teach you or not, they go do all the questions them, and that will lead to massive some massive failures. Yeah, I believe the lecturers they not go just them say made a strike because of a reason, and some certain reasons, of course, like the salaries and all. So like we appeal to government and the administrative for me they go try for sell to the lecturers them day, so that we lectures and we educational affairs go smoothly.
Fed by this morning because I should be having tests this morning, but the guy canceled the test because of the way the campus is. Because he texted us this morning saying he don't know if the site is going to go on. I was the one that texted him saying yes, we have studied and we have submitted assignments today. We should have given an assignment today. But the experience I felt so bad because I was up the whole life not studying it, and I was not able to do what I was able to do today. So I felt so bad. I have to talk to the administration, because our exam is around the corner and we'll be taking the exam soon, and some of us are already prepared for the exam, so do not want to be waiting for another week or days.
I feel bad because we'll be supposed to get a very early class this morning. I wake, I left meals, I don't even eat, I come up here and boom, no class. So I feel terrible about that. I will plead that they adhere to the lecturers' request.
We as a student, like it don't really affect you a lot because it is they look like we not get effective lectures and other stuff. Even though exam is at the corner, a rumor they go and say like they will postpone the exam, it not go happen the 11. So then they all like we as a student, we get constrained and we go see like the lecture and difficulties. Even though the lecturer at the back they get family, so like if lecturer come on and host like it's stress way or every other stuff, like we the student they suffer because there is no income for providing at the home. So like basically I really want me the ministry to try for sort out this issue. Like.
This morning like I was very sad when I read the news for say they don't lecturers they don't strike, because this morning if I don't get a class and the class was cancelled because the transport also which is and do the exam also when they say they for postpone, you know, say when I just first year student and the procedures then when give you very very strict. If you fail one subject they get for to get you out of the college, and that's also a very very bad thing where lecturers and all the teach and they get for to go across the syllabus however condition they get for be.
Me as a student, like I don't feel good because this not the last thing and now like for the lecture because exam day near, so like me I not feel good anyways. I not be no safe. Now today now I can campus like and tell me say how the lecturer they strike and I pay me transport for me also from Calwaton to yeah they far, so like I don't feel good. I want for talk to the administrative for make like them talk to the lecturer them for do something for we, then like for making the lecture we.
All right, we continue the breakfast show. They come to you live from Liberty Online TV, na Facebook, YouTube, and also na we website, so they powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Well, that's na views of students them na Frabe College, where Liberty Online TV be go talk to them, but wait till they make up of the ongoing strike action from lecturer them na all the public university them na the country. Well, we still get the president for the Academic Staff Association na the University of Sierra Leone, which we na the studio when Dr. Abdul Kebawa. According to them plan for continuing this strike action. If they not get the money, them we government supposed for pay them. That's the views of student them. I believe say yourself na a parent and you don't pay your fees for you pikin. Now they don't can caught up in this whole saga. They don't study. Some of them not even done them course outline they yet. Only the lecturer them by now supposed for the wrap up or maybe do revision with the student them. Now that don't withhold on a service system. I don't sit on our house. The student they don't pay them feed them.
Well, then the harsh reality is over for face. Myself, my parent, I get two picking them. One the Faculty of Basic Medical Sciences, it be pre-med 2. The other one, pre-med 1, the other one, the Faculty of Nursing, level 1. Then to level 200. So, myself don't pay. But I get for go by the will of the majority. Waiting at the decision where the Academic Staff Association, they don't take and not go single-handedly say, me not the part of her. No, it don't work like that. The welfare of we all are a concern for everybody. We get for address the issues, as a team, as a body, because this not so today we start, not to say now yesterday we grab, we say let's strike tomorrow. No, this is a team will be done depend on it don't pass 1 year, we they negotiate, inflation don't go up, this don't happen. We not even come to the 58% will be done they negotiate for let them add to salary. Because we beg them take say if this inflation don't reach 58%, but if not 10% self will not add so that anyway will cover more on with transportation, because not to everybody get motor car, not to the one that will get motor car and get for buy fare. Then say money no day. So we say okay, this one we wanna say money day, let's solve one first. We wanna don't solve this now, they will come to the inflation difference additional we wanna supposed to make. So we get a bigger picture we will be look at, but they narrow and down to the one way really deal within the limit, the own control. Say this we will do it now. This one low left and force. We reasonable because we save the parents there. We say okay, but since not to really pay, when I give you timeline, they say so time then they pay. If that time they reach, they not pay. You don't go hold me accountable.
Maybe they talk earlier, you make it clear, say this not gets nothing for do with the outstanding saga between the University of Sierra Leone and that of the ministry. So that particular saga they don't do now?
They not done it. It's still the ongoing. The ministry not still reinstate the court yet. They say they don't dissolve them. They still get the committee where they meet. The committee be don't advise for let them reinstate the court. That did not happen yet. So that saga they is still ongoing. And so now all they talk about the situation and they right now people they see the good part of it, because we are in a situation waiting George Bush been talk in 2005 or 2004. He say either you are with us or you are against us. So you will not support that particular thing, you are against the system. Now so then they brand you. But with time, posterity go judge we say, what will they talk so now? They get for affect people there, where people that will begin grumble and will talk say, Dr. Bawana, one person will be stand on and talk say this is wrong. So will not be saying that way there. So what did they take we now? We are axis of evil. Because we are not with them. So we are axis of evil. And me not to any axis of evil. I'm just being honest with myself, with my country. That if we have a system in place, it's just good for them to go by that system. Because what in other countries they don't do for rich who said and rich today, now institutions that they build, when they build institutions, they disadvantage anybody. If anybody want can lecture at university, in Papa no need for done day before, in Uncle no need for done day or auntie, it can come. There is a system is qualified, it go through and work successfully without anybody in support.
Dr. Bawa, back to the issue of the strike action where on a day on now. when you look at this government, where according to you, una don't they sit down, una don't they negotiate between the Ministry of Higher Education and that of Ministry of Finance, then they say money not there for pay on a backlog and other issues they wanna get. This like government we say they lay premium on education. Now one of the flagship programs them. With how then they treat on an issue, it clearly shows they do not prioritize them. How we will connect the dots with laying a premium on education, then lecturer the way for make this education flagship program become a success. They all lay down tools now.
Well, you know, everybody get your understanding about what they want to achieve or what to achieve as a nation. I believe say tertiary education is key for let the nation develop. So if we don't say education a flagship program, we will not for even allow that kind of thing for happen in the first place. Okay? We for prioritize education as among the first 5 and make sure say anything where they bring that objective we don't set for achieve backward will not reach that point today. No matter what you say, we do they clean their picking and they go sit down a class, we'll give them some teaching, they understand some concept. It solve a whole lot of social problems we will get in our society. You find out say the incidence of whuch they increase, but most of the one they within in our university, they're not a part of them. If they become idle, there is a tendency for say they say go join. But when they engage there, they feel belong within they among their peers. So as we say the education, now one of the key things for let any nation develop, you forget the manpower. We really get the skills, the knowledge for let it push the country in development forward. So thank God the government say a flagship program. So if they not prioritize the payment, where they enhance the legacy tomorrow, where they get for left, actually we all a government. You know, would they appeal to the normal say, let not allow some of these things for they go out of control and see that we only want one day when they come up, we want opportunities that we don't get, they don't reach out to them for let themselves achieve their objectives there. Now that is no more Mickey say, we all get for work together. Now make with time we don't sit down, we don't negotiate, we don't make let them understand say at least times are difficult for we all, we know. But here is a situation. Which that 1,000 be they buy inside 2024, 2022. It will 2,000 say not they buy now in 2024. So this money where they give, not to say na boku money oh, na just one thing that they add by this money. So man say na 50 leo. But let you get her, na your entitlement.
So before you left win at the studio, because the students are all now, they wait for waiting go for the next action. Waiting you could tell them as their faith regarding them expecting the exams them in March.
Always would they do so now for their own interest. We know unless somebody go teach, they teach, instead they go begin to demand something from the student there. If the teacher is satisfied when they go to that classroom, at least you don't take care of your home. They go there with any different mind, they go there for deliver. For with mindset, and they bring up generation when they get for take over with. And they go to class with any mindset, why they go there, are they go there for what teach, for let them learn something where they say go deliver in the society tomorrow. So many no worry. It's the matter where they get for solve. Many just remain calm.
For how long?
Well, it left to the government for decide, you know, because not to we they pay we self, the government way they pay we just they appeal to them. For the sake of this young one, when they come up, let them see reason and do all the paperwork with them for do within the shortest possible time and pay this money out. Because me, as a person, not able to stand against all the majority we say that this will do. I just get for go by what the majority say. And when they in leadership, started till they push it for, they push them, but you get limits.
So as it is now, Dr. Bauer, a lot of things them don't disturb now the university calendar. Sure. From this ongoing fight, so now they at the university, graduation supposed to happen, students they not even get the transcripts date, exams they come, course outline they not be exhausted yet. There is no way forward, according to you now. When I know you're nothing from the ministry yet. and na the 8th una been say, but you just confirm me as if na not ready from there, una ready for continue. Waiting na the student dem faith.
The student dem faith is the government go pay, and when government pay, we go back to the classrooms as soon as possible.
Right now, I just left and loosely. There is no timeline.
No, not till we get the time. Oh. Not till we pay. So we not get time. If they pay tomorrow, say we go back in the class. We not get time. Not because not till we pay. So now we not get time.
So it's safe for say the exams will be expect on the 11th of March.
It will still happen.
How it go happen? I'm not in a classroom.
Well,
I'm not in the university.
If they pay people their money today, the 5th, as they say, they will still get 5 days more. So they will now 5 days, we go perform miracles. Or let them take the exam.
Well, you know, say not possible.
Well, I not say impossible because we get for wrap up, we get for draw questions, and get for print them. In the university, the other universities, then maybe then go ahead, then go able for meet up the timeline. But University of Sierra Leone, we have small challenge you will get is but yeah, they not even approved for them processes there. So even if not to this becoming, then get their own issue the way outstanding for set up the administrative structure where they approve their own budget, where the one they wait for do the signature, wait for sign for let them do all of this exam, all of this matriculation, all of this graduation. So University of Sierra Leone, their own issue day. That day na a different ball game. Not to that day campaign. We to campaign for let we now understand say we not just strike because we want for strike. It's not we don't depend for long. We negotiate. And we don't negotiate, we don't agree on timeline.
So if this
that
payment
time they don't reach, the people they not go by they breach their own part of their own agreement. We say not get choice, pass or wait.
So if this payments not happen, waiting at the best thing we go settle for. If then seller will come back, can't talk and fix another date. Waiting go settle for.
Don't wait for let that time they reach.
All right, many thanks. From the look of things, and waiting I hear from the ASA president is like Edwin no day at this particular junction. And many thanks for joining at the studio this morning. Can give update and tell we how una don't continue for negotiate so till una reach to this point una feel like say una safe for withhold una services them. We will continue for monitor this situation and we will try for bring authority them from government so they can tell we when exactly them plan for pay this money. We don't bring strike now all the public university them na the country. Many thanks Dr. Bauer. From time to time we will call you for give updates. All right, continue for watch the breakfast show. That's now be the president for the Academic Staff Association at the University of Sierra Leone, Dr. Abdul K. Bauer, be there with me at the studio. Will they take this short break? We'll come back. We can't talk about the residual special court legacy conference, which is done. We can talk to the registrar and one of the prosecutor them will be the part of this conference.
Mina Francis Ben Kaifala, the Commissioner of the Anti-Corruption Commission of the Republic of Sierra Leone. Liberty TV Online, an amazing platform. See you at the top, Liberty TV. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up.
Being a CDI at Tunis, the National Publicity Secretary, All People's Congress, APC. Are they always on Liberty TV? I encourage we all for continue for watch Liberty TV on all social media platforms.
John Coker, the Executive Director for Family Talk International. Kudos to Liberty Online TV. I believe it's a very good initiative, and we as Sierra Leoneans will support any Sierra Leone initiative where they move the country forward.
Viewers, I want to recommend to everybody Liberty Online TV. So if you're not begin watching it, now for join, sign up, begin go on a regular basis to Liberty Online TV.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange. This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone.
I have no idea how this works, but we'll find.
Orange.
I know.
Pardon? This way? Okay.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by
I will warn you
Orange
ahead of
Sierra
time. I
Leone.
have a little trouble hearing, so.
Orange.
Madam Mansayo will be doing more of the talking.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone.
Orange.
All right, welcome back. It's still a Waji Breakfast Show na Liberty Online TV, and we just don't conclude an interview with the University of Sierra Leone for SICA, the strike action where we see the Academic Staff Association all over the country than they on currently. Well, we're telling us the second half of the program, we go for can talk to Binta Mansare from the Residual Special Courts at Sierra Leone, where they can tell you about a conference where they just don't conclude. Waiting be debate and waiting come out today, we go benefit Sierra Leone people in general. All of that on the canon at this next session of the program. We all know say after the Special Court Salon be wrap up then work na the country, then be left the Residual Special Courts where they follow up on issues them we them be done they do and waiting they don't maintain so far since they wrap up the special courts in work. Well, we know we'll go deep into that this morning, but I want to welcome now the studio this morning the registrar for the Residual Courts we done did it since 2014 to now. Good morning and welcome to the program, Binta.
Good morning.
All right, it's been a long time indeed, and also I see you bring come a gentleman at the studio this morning. We're not Justice Pierre Boitet.
No.
We don't. Well, we go unveil that other person very soon. Let me just come to you quickly again. You're there this morning for can tell me about the conference we just done, but before we go into that conference, it's been long. We're not only hearing from you. I remember the time where I be the reports and this, then they are the meeting at special court and all. But now you don't have the Residual Special Courts since 2014. You don't do and they follow up on issues. Then we don't they come up. Let me just know first waiting be don't they happen that we can't talk now about the conference because they don't say small the media not hearing from you.
Yes. Thank you for una give me the opportunity for can talk on Liberty Online TV. I've been just to tell Khadija say this is not the first time where they appear on the online TV.
And it's a pleasure.
Yeah, same here. So with me, if you can allow me before I start, I get the prosecutor of the Residual Special Court with me, Jim Johnson. Knockouts. You don't say we did with this court, the Special Court for Sierra Leone, and now the Residual Special Court for Sierra Leone. As we all know, the bad thing that will be happening in this country also, the war, the rape, the born oaths, the killing will happen, the amputation will happen in this country. Now it lead to the special courts in establishment. And the special court actually doing work very well. He hold the Kakatoa them. We're responsible for the war. Prosecutes them and then sentence them to long sentences. Una all know it. And he include Charles Taylor and Issa Sise, Bazi Kamara, not just some of the one day where the court's been done, convicts where they continue for serve their sentences. So where the court they close, the Special Court for Sierra Leone after I done doing work. 9, the government of Sierra Leone and the United Nations decide for establish the Residual Special Court for Sierra Leone. Because even though the court don't close, some work day we not done. For example, we still need for protect witnesses. We still need for supervise the sentences we people then they serve, so that nobody not go look at this is international justice. You know go say, let me famble go talk to a particular person, let me free. So that did not happen now we on court. We archives they get them confidential records. We are not enough of be made available without proper authorization. Now somebody work then dandy, but one book again where people don't tend to forget about. Now Johnny Paul Kuruma, Titi the court no know if Johnny Paul Kuruma they alive or he don't die. So now that the Residual Special Court been done they do. But then, we decide for do the legacy conference. I go left hand to I don't know if I want to.
Yeah, quickly, let me just bring in Jim Johnson. Good morning again and welcome to our studio. You've been in Sierra Leone for a couple of weeks now. How has it been?
It has been very good. It's been good to be back. I was with the court from the very start and spent 10 years in Sierra Leone with the court. through supervising the trials. And so now I get back as often as I can.
You spent 10 years in Sierra Leone supervising the trials, and you must have been very afraid with our justice system. After 10 years in Sierra Leone, you are back in the same country. I know you've been doing some follow-ups on issues within our justice sector. Have you noticed any changes 10 years back to you being in Sierra Leone now again?
Well, certainly. In that, just that the justice system had a long way to come back after the conflict, because its capacity it had very little capacity at the end of the conflict. The justice system had been destroyed in many ways. And so I had the chance during my first 10 years and now returning over the years as prosecutor to see the progress that the justice system has made. And to look at those that we had this legacy conference, to look at the contributions that the court made, and of course how those contributions can continue and how they can be used elsewhere in the region. But to look at many of the young attorneys that were with the Special Court for Sierra Leone and see now how they have advanced in the justice system. Your acting Chief Justice is a former member of the Office of the Prosecutor. Your former Attorney General was the Deputy Prosecutor of the Office of the Prosecutor. And so to see that progress over the years has been very gratifying, and I've been and just to follow it, and I've been honored to be somewhat of a part of that with our work through the Special Court.
You just concluded a 2-day legacy conference where you brought in all experts in the justice sector. You sat there, you had conversation, you looked back in terms of what had happened during the brutal war when the country had during those time. And you saw young attorney by then during your time here. What are the lessons that Sierra Leone as a country should take and maybe implement based on the conversations you had during the 2-day leg?
Well, I think you've very much gone to the real heart of why it was necessary to have this conference when we did. It was indeed to look back and to remember what happened in Sierra Leone and to remember the contributions that the court made to the victims, trying to bring some amount of justice to the victims. You could never bring them back to where they were. You could never make them whole again, but you can try to give them some justice and closure. And but to help remember those lessons that came from the Special Court, to help remember that this kind of thing, this can happen anywhere. What happened in Sierra Leone. And not only do you not want to see it happen again here, but you don't want to see it happen in the countries around you. And so that's why we felt it was very, very important to have this legacy conference, to keep those memories alive, to keep the memories of those victims alive, which is why we had many victims from both Sierra Leone and the region and around Africa at the conference, so that people could see, so that they could see what happened in Sierra Leone, so that they could see the things that we did in Sierra Leone with the Special Court, and to try to bring accountability and to take the lessons from our court back home with them in hopes that that accountability can be brought there as well.
So keeping those memories alive, looking back 10 years, way back, has Sierra Leone really built on those legacies?
Pardon?
Has Sierra Leone built on the legacies so far?
I think so. I think that it has made very good progress, but there's always more that can be done. I mean, this is not something that happens all at once. It happens over time, and so you could say that there's always more that can be done, and you just keep moving forward.
When you speak to other sects of the population in Sierra Leone, looking at issues, emerging issues lately that are happening, let's take the November 26th attempt coup incident that happened. A lot of people believe that as citizens, we are forgotten where we come from, and some of the issues that led to the 11-year brutal war are slowly becoming a pattern in our country.
Well, and that's why, again, it was so important to have this legacy conference, so that we have a new generation coming up that were either very young during the war and don't remember it, or that were born after the war. And those lessons can be lost, they can be forgotten, and so as part of the legacy of the court, we very much think it's important to keep those lessons alive. And I invite everyone and all of your viewers to come down to the Peace Museum, which BITNTA has worked very hard over the last few years to build the Peace Museum, a legacy of the conflict, a history of the conflict, a reminder of the conflict, and of course the memorial garden that's associated with the museum to remind, to teach this new generation going forward on what happened here, what can happen here, and to keep that memory alive.
So based on what you discussed during the Legacy Conference, what would you say needs to be done by Sierra Leoneans to maintain the peace? Because not only the legacies of the courts, but also the peace in general.
Gosh, that's a very deep question. And
yes. What needs to be done is, first of all, we need to improve on raising awareness of the fundamental causes of the war, but also the accountability mechanisms. I think the message, what the Special Court for Sierra Leone represented, is the fact that the rule of law is mightier than the rule of the gun. And that was what the first prosecutor said. I think all of us, what came out is a reminder for all Sierra Leoneans to know that we have the responsibility to educate the younger generation. They are not the only problem, but you referenced the November 26th. I would reference what happened in August 10 of last year, where you see young people wishing for war. That clearly showed that they have not lived war, and they have no idea how devastating war can be.
So how can you describe that? Is it a behavioral issue, or it's an issue about the mindset?
I think it's both, but look at it this way. The war ended some 20 years ago, and the court completed its work, its active judicial work, some 10 years ago. But also consider that this whole phenomenon of a child soldier, we have a whole generation of children who are now young adults, who did not live the war, did not experience it, and therefore, and you know, the war is not taught in schools, so you don't hear about it. Now, you know, they're beginning to say, okay, we're teaching, you know, some level, minimal level, you know, of the war. But after the peace process, the country just went silent. People are going about their own business. That is not what should happen, because if you don't talk about it, then people forget. And if you forget history, you're condemned to repeating it. So we have been trying very hard through outreach activities to bring the younger generation, you know, on board, to educate them, let them understand that there are alternatives of dispute settlement without resorting to violence.
When you look at the population out there, you will notice so much anger among Sierra Leoneans. Is that a result of the war, or we are still going through healing process?
It's both. It's a result of the war because, again, don't forget that we have adults today who were deprived of education during the war. They were born, they lived the war, but they never had the chance to go to school. And those who were in school were abducted and co-opted into the war. Society does not provide for that segment of the population. And that segment of the population, some of them, all they know is war. That's their formative years. That's their experience of life.
Yeah.
And if you experience violence when you're very young, then you believe that everything is through violence, through anger. So as a society, I think we need to improve and have measures to deal with this, because this is really a very serious social problem in the country. Talking about anger, yes, people are angry because there is no outlet to discuss what has happened before, in addition to everything else. But if you engage people, when we go to communities, all they want is somebody to listen to them, discuss these issues.
So some of these issues, taking into consideration, for example, the August 10 incident and some other great incidents, and you're talking about conversations, do you think it's time as a nation we start some of these conversations? For example, under civic education in schools, we talk about these issues and see how they can walk themselves through it?
Yes. In fact, we should have started a long time ago, but it's never too late. And I'm saying this because when we go to communities, these attire bases, I mean, these really grassroots, deep grassroots communities, we go to them and talk about the war, causes of the war. The minute you start talking, they reflect on their current experiences. And then they want to hear more, they want to converse. And more importantly, they want to be listened to. So that outlet is what we need to expand on.
How can we expand such an outlet? When you look at the advocacy trend, most of the advocates now, they have their own focus, they have their own programs line. We used to have women like Madam Zaina Bangura, Yasmin Jusu Sherif, women like yourself. You did extremely well in terms of advocacy, in terms of talking about issues that will lead to problems like the August 10th, the November 26th incident. And you look at the trends now, issues that are in the TRC reports, some of them are still happening in communities.
Yes.
What is the immediate solution now? Maybe from the people, maybe from our duty bearers, even the government as a whole?
The immediate solution really is mobilization of civil society. See, it has changed.
That's what I was saying.
The nature of advocacy has changed because war, with all its adversity, brings inspiration and motivation for people to advocate for peace for everyone. But the human nature is such that once there is peace, people just go back to their own comfort zones. But in addition to that, I think we need leaders, like you're saying. We need civil society leaders who rally people to advocate in a constructive manner. Advocacy means inclusiveness. You cannot advocate human rights for one party and leave the other, or one tribe and leave the other, or one community and leave the other. It's advocacy for all Sierra Leoneans. I think if you have that vision for Sierra Leone, you have civil society leaders with that kind of vision, then the population will buy into the vision. But also engaging Sierra Leoneans at all levels.
How about the space?
Yes.
It's slowly declining.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You need to engage Sierra Leoneans at all levels. What do I mean? From governmental level to mid-level, you know, and it's not just the grassroots. When we were doing outreach, for example, we were engaging with the president's office. We were engaging with parliament. We were engaging with the judiciary, the military, the police. That was when the special court outreach section was functioning. And the religious leaders, all walks of life, we were engaging with them. Because one thing, the top leaders also have to believe in your mission.
Yeah, thank you.
If they believe in your mission, that you are contributing to good governance, because sometimes we always think that other people...
That was going to be my next question. Based on the Legacy Conference, the people that were in the hall,
yeah,
do you foresee the willingness? Because they say where there's a will, there is a way.
Yes.
Is the willingness there from those who participated?
Or, obviously. Absolutely, the willingness is there. Again, it's all about advocacy strategy. The feedback we're getting from people is, how did you bring everyone together? We had all political parties, the main ones in that room. We had ministers in that room, we had ambassadors, we had survivors, we had ex-combatants, we had people of all walks of life. So the point I'm trying to make is communication is very powerful if it is used in a way that takes into account everyone's sensibilities. I think that is, we need to go back as Sierra Leoneans to look at advocacy and how can we make it more effective.
The conference brought together different sector players. It was a space for them to have frank conversation, for them to talk about the emerging issues in the country, and at some point you break them into panels. All of them went into panels, made their recommendation and present them to you at the special court. Any plans for you to build on some of these recommendations?
Yes, what we are working on now is to produce a report of the conference, but we also have videos. The whole proceedings, the whole conference, the 2-day conference was recorded. So we are working again with our partners. We want to see how these video recordings, we could have them in short videos that people can watch, but also use it as training tool. Some of the recommendations there, share it with people who are not in the conference, but also implementing partners to help us implement the recommendations. For example, those who came, the survivors, you can see that people are yearning for international justice. And why? Because of the confidence they have in international justice. So how can we ensure that that kind of confidence, is built from the grassroots upwards, even for national domestic jurisdictions, not only in Sierra Leone, but other conflict areas.
All right, quickly, let me bring you in, Jim. During the conference, you had conversation with different people from different sectors, especially from the judiciary. You spoke about some of the things that happened 10 years back and some of the things that are happening now. And the conference is over. You had the recommendation from the panelists that participated during the panel discussion. What's the plans? I just asked Madam Binta the same question, but I want to hear from you as well. What are the plans to build on some of these recommendations?
Well, and perhaps maybe just to add to what Binta has said, I mean, the conference was a start, the start of a process, in other words, and now, of course, we bring together the proceedings of the conference and put them, and take that and use it as we can to continue training, to continue getting the word out, to continue working through civil society, much as Binta has said. The special court in the recent year has had, we've been working hard with outreach, with public lectures, and this is a continuation of that process, both within Sierra Leone, but also outside of Sierra Leone. And, we have not talked here today we've talked about the contributions within Sierra Leone, but the contributions that the court has made in the region and in the international community as a whole when you look at the jurisprudence that has come out of the court and the impact that it has had in other conflicts in other courts. And so again, it's a process. It's the start of a process, and so the history is not forgotten.
Yeah, if I may add just one quick thing, but also the media can help keep the issues alive. So we want to partner.
That's a conversation we'll have after this. That is a conversation we're going to have, because there's a much for us to offer, especially in terms of raising the awareness, community engagements. How can we go back, talk about the issues that happened during the war, especially some of the things that are in the Truth and Reconciliation Commission report. And there are lots of young kids now growing up. They don't even have awareness of what happened. But quickly, Madam Binta, there's a question here for you from one of our viewers, Abubakar Rashid. He's saying, honestly, Madam, I think we went through the war and we did not properly went through the healing process, even though there was the Truth and Reconciliation, but there are things that were not properly addressed, and now we seem to be going back to where we came from. From the look of things, the justice system is a challenge and the people are angry. So how do we move on? That's a question for you.
Yes, and definitely I agree with the viewer that some things were not addressed. For example, psychosocial counseling. All of us know that it's not like we did not have the service, but the problem is huge. And it was not sustained. Providing counseling to people who have lived through the harshness of war is a process, and it's a long process. But here, maybe due to financial constraints, it was done for a very short period. So that's a significant component of what needs to be done. The judiciary, for example, I know for sure that the judiciary is conducting training. So they are taking steps to improve, the justice system in the country.
People seem to be seeing this same judiciary as a problem, but I think I will refer that question to Jim. We've seen reports of EOM's reports, like the EU reports immediately after the 2018 elections that came out, that the trust by the people for the judiciary is drastically declining. People don't trust the judiciary. People don't trust the systems of how the judiciary is operating. In a country like Sierra Leone that is still healing from the bad atrocities of the war, if the judiciary is not performing properly according to the people, what should be done in this case?
Well, I think the key to building trust is transparency. Don't do things behind closed doors unless there's absolutely a reason to do that. To have transparency, to communicate, to have outreach, and I think that's the first step in not only in the judiciary, but this goes beyond. In government as a whole, is to have transparency so that people can see. The media, as we've discussed, plays a very big role in that. Civil society plays a big role in that. But sometimes it's just not knowing. You don't know what's going on, and so you fear the worst. And so to have transparency, I think, is the best starting place.
All right, thank you very much, Jim. It's a pleasure having you in our studio, although it is a very short time, but hopefully we'll get you some other time.
I think Khadija Binta needs to say something regarding the judiciary, because you're a Sierra Leonean and you need to know, tell the people, what do you think needs to be done, especially after this legacy conference? Moving forward, what do you expect from the judiciary? Because most people are not satisfied with the way they are handling issues of justice.
Yes, and and that's concerning as a Sierra Leonean. The reason being, I always say one of the fundamental causes of the war is the total collapse of the judiciary. All of us know that. So if we are to really work hard not to go back to where we come from. That kind of perception needs to be addressed. And the leadership of the judiciary, I'm sure, has heard what you've said. And any judicial system is there to deliver justice. And I'm sure they would put measures in place to make sure that justice is delivered in the way that the people, that would build confidence in the people. I think that's something that must not be taken lightly, because it's not only sufficient to deliver justice, justice has to be seen to be done. So the judiciary needs to make effort to reassure the people, as Jim said, by making sure that their judgments are transparent and the way cases are dealt with is transparent.
All right, thank you very much, Madam Binta Mansaye and Prosecutor Jim Johnson. It was a pleasure talking to you, although it's a brief conversation, but with time we'll have you some other time in our studio. And we look forward to working with the residual court, especially in the area of advocacy, raising awareness, talking about some of the issues that happened during the brutal war in Sierra Leone. Thank you, Madam Mansaye, for coming to our studio. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right.
Well, I had this edition of the Breakfast Show go left on today. Plenty thank you to una always send messages them, and una always share and like the Liberty Online TV. Una continue for do so, and remember we are being powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Until we meet again, Lebel Kabade say get yourself a wonderful day and goodbye.
And Mina Khadija Bangra, they say have a good day.
Thank you so much.